Today, we're going to be discussing the long-term effects of social media on self-esteem. All right, welcome back to another episode of Prayer Here. Today, we're going to be discussing milestones, comparison of milestones, comparison of where you're supposed to be at in life, the effects of social media depression, as well as the overall purpose of social media. So I'm just going to bundle this into my DSM, Disorders of Social Media, playlist, so you guys can binge watch that as well. I want to do a volume 3, but I don't know what topic I want to do it on specifically, like what's the genre for that. But as I find these that pop up, I definitely want to speak on them. So we're going to go into milestones. So first milestone is your first big job. So in social media, think about the mindset of comparison. So if you're struggling right now, right now we're in a soft launch recession. I don't know if I can say it or not. We're in a soft launch recession right now, and basically to sit there and see somebody else succeeding at that big job, or someone who's actually in your same genre, I can see, like, emotionally wise, like even I fall victim to it as well, even with, content creating as well. I've definitely fallen victim to it about comparing myself of like where I am at in my journey. Like, okay, I'm 34. I'm supposed to be further in life than this. Like, I need to get my big girl job. It can definitely lead to, definitely for sure, like just loss of self, depression. It can also lead to, people to take medical practices that aren't legal as well, to do that as well. I have on here too, another is travel. I don't know when exactly it got to the point where everybody was just traveling at one point. Like, I feel like when I was 18, I feel like no one was going anywhere. But like once I turned 21, basically around the time people graduate college, like I promise you, I open up my app and there's a different, there's like a different country on my phone. I was like, okay, who's this? Who's that? And it went from, okay, this person is going outside of Miami, this person going outside of state, to where this person going out of the country, this person's going out of the hemisphere, person going out of the region. So I can definitely say, like, travel envy as well. I can see that, because if you're in a spot where you feel like you don't have, either one, don't have the money to travel, or two, you do not have the people to travel with, I can see that level of isolation of you don't feel like anybody else can possibly understand this, because everybody's traveling. Like I said, like social media, we'll talk about that. We'll dissect social media in the second half of the video, and just really talk about like seeing someone travel. Just imagine you had a long day at work, or you just finally got a weekend where you can relax and it's just about you. And you go and you open your app. Okay, you open your app, it's the first thing you see. I don't know if it's like the algorithm. The algorithm's like, let me get you depressed, but it's the first thing you see, and it's just someone, oh, okay, well, this person went to Saudi Arabia, this person went to Bosnia, this person went to España, like this person went to Antarctica. Yes, I had a friend that went to Antarctica. I was like, I didn't even know we could get down there or up there. I don't know. But I can see where it'd be isolating, and I can see where it can be isolating, and just like overall, like your demeanor can just change, like from you opening the app. I can see like it's the opposite of having those good feelings of endorphins come in. It can be the opposite. Number 3 is the big one. Is this one to me is a big one, is marriage. Like, I feel like at one point it's like playing, like I consider it's like playing musical chairs. At one point, no one was sitting down. You take the blindfold off, dang, everybody done paired up. Like, I truly feel like when it comes to marriage, and, as someone who is in their 30s now, I can see where people are actually on their second marriage, the marriage pressure comes out of nowhere. It's really scary. It's just like, I thought we was in your club, we're all fam. Nah, like, it's like we're in the club, and then you blink and then everybody's married. I was like, wait a minute, like literally just having like announcements pop up left and right. I was like, God dang, like, let me drink some water first. Like it was literally at one point, it was just like just people just popping up left and right who was pregnant. I was like, oh my goodness, like what is going on? Like it was literally just left and right. People was just popping up pregnant. I was like, what is even pregnant? I mean, pregnant and also getting married. Like I'm gonna do pregnancy separately, but the thing about marriage is that you can't force your man to marry you. All right. And you shouldn't. All right. But definitely for sure, like the marriage thing was crazy. Like at one point, I was like, did everybody sign a marriage pact that I didn't know about? Like everybody was married, like everybody was just married at one point. And then once I got to late 20s, like 29, 30, that's when the divorces started popping up. Living my life like it's golden. Blah, blah is single. Blah, blah is by themselves. Like literally, I was like, wait. It's like there was like a rush. There was like a rush of people, everybody getting married between the ages of 23 and 25, which is dumb, by the way. And then all of a sudden, 29 to about my age now, just divorces popping up left and right. It's crazy. Okay. The next one is kids. So this one's more of like a recent thing that I've noticed too. Is just that I personally, I can be honest, I feel like I'm behind. But like I said, it's God's timing. But the kids thing, terrifying. Terrifying how many people just pop up pregnant. I was like, wait a minute. Did everybody sign a pact that I wasn't involved on? Like literally, there at one point there was 1 year where like I was like, okay, Christmas time is the number one time when people were like, oh, expecting another person. I think it was at one point, I think during Christmas and Mother's Day, I stayed off the internet and I was like, I'm not looking anymore. Like, God, like everybody popped up pregnant. Everybody. People who you could have sworn wasn't dating nobody. Like my mom be saying, you don't have boyfriend, how you have baby? You know, like I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but just everybody. Like I remember at one point I had so many baby showers. I remember I bought just 6 packs of Huggies and I just had different colors for each person I was sending it to. Like it was crazy. I was like, wait, did y'all text each other? What did y'all communicate with y'all uteruses? Like everybody got pregnant at the same time. And I can see where it would make you feel like, oh my God, like dang, like, you know, time's ticking, like my biological clock is ticking, like when is it gonna be my turn? Like everybody keeps popping up, people who you didn't even think, people who shouldn't. You know, like you don't even know. So I don't know, it's just very easy to feel that envy towards that because it's in your face. And like imagine if you had fertility issues, like each person who's popping up, they only try for 2 minutes and you've been trying for years, you know. So it's just like, I don't know, I really feel like that is something that needs to be discussed. And just honestly be open with yourself. Like be open with yourself and be like, oh my God, like this person already has their baby, like where am I at? It's okay to talk about that, you know. Be open, at least be open with yourself or a licensed therapist. The last one is content creating. This one, forget the marriage, forget the babies. This one was so hard. Like I prayed for God to eliminate this spirit, like just this spirit of just anger when it comes to content creating. I have been doing this for 5 years. My best, like my worst video is some people's best video. Like just there's no talent at all. And because they are melanin lacking, they were pushed to the front. And there's plenty of people they had melanin, but because they were willing to show more skin, they were pushed to the front. Like that was big for me. I was at one point, I was like, God, do you want me to stop doing content creating? Because I can't take this anymore. Because at one point I took like a little bit of a break. I think it was 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I had to take a break to like really come back and be like, why am I doing this for? You know, but it just felt so frustrating because it's like you put your all into this. Like I'm editing, like I have work to do and I have my own job. I have my regular job during the day and then I'm going right into editing. Or I'm like, okay, well, what trend is popping? Let me try to see if I can like sneak this in on a Saturday right before brunch. Like I am doing what you're supposed to do, which is work hard and keep at it and keep at it. And you see people who start after you who are way further than you. Like I'm talking about contracts, Good Morning America further than you, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like that spirit was really hard for me. Like I feel like, oh, you just that I have kids. I don't care about that. I love going to sleep for 8 hours. I'm jealous of the fact that I've been doing this for so long. I have my master's. I almost have my master. I have my bachelor already. I have my master's almost in YouTube and nothing to show for it. You know, like it's real, like that was real. It's still in my spirit too, but like I pray on it every day. But it's really frustrating for that because social media will show you, oh, just got 1 million followers, you know. So we're going to talk about the original purpose of social media. Did you know the original purpose of social media was to socialize with your media? You know, like, I know that sounds corny, but that was the original purpose. The original purpose was to socialize on this app. I know, crazy talk, but it was the original purpose was to socialize. Like now I really feel like it's like a peacock contest. Like I just had a baby. Well, I had two. Guess who's going to Egypt? Well, you went to Egypt. I'm going to Mars. And I'm taking the twins. Also, I have a dog. Like literally, I really feel like that's what at least Facebook, Instagram too as well. But I really feel like the only social media that is not like that is TikTok. TikTok is way better, but I feel like Facebook and Instagram are twin. Where have you been? Like literally, same person, except Facebook has more Gen X on it. Like Instagram swears they're not Facebook. I was like, they are the same energy, same monitoring spirit energy. And we can talk about money spirits if you guys want me to break that down as well. Same monitoring spirit energy. Like, it was never meant for this. Like, it was meant to catch up with people who moved away. Like, your friends who moved away. It was supposed to be that. But now it's just a bunch of, like, guess what I did? Guess what? But you did this, but I did this. But I did this. And then this is the craziest part, because I'm very private about my private life. I know I'm old school. When you don't show what you're up to, they think you're keeping secrets. I've been called a CIA agent several times. You so secretive. You think you can't share nothing. I'm like, you know what's funny about private life? Let's break down that word. Private means private. Okay? Like private means private life. Like let's break that word down. Like, I don't know. That was always funny for me, but it's just really, there's truly something to be said about how comparative we are. Like it was never supposed to be like this. Like it literally sucks. It literally sucks so bad because it was never supposed to be like this. And I know people are comparative because the moment I see you, I'm liking your stuff. The moment I see you come down my timeline when the algorithm allows it, I'm liking your stuff. My stuff, I remember there was a photo where I had 4 likes and it was because 2 of my sisters liked it. And I was like, all right, I at least get 1 like from somebody. Like, God dang. But then when they post a video, I'm quick to like their stuff and blah, blah, blah. But my stuff, maybe 1 or 2 people will like it. Maybe 1 or 2 people. Or they won't like it till other people start liking it. Like, okay, well, now everybody sees Claire is cool. Now I'll like her stuff too. Like, I don't know. I just really hate that it's come to this point. Like, it was supposed to be fun. Like I said before in my previous story, was when I would be at the club and I was like, oh, I left my phone at home. I didn't even know. You know, like I wouldn't even know it's missing. Now it's like people are glued to their phone. Like people are like, oh my God, Claire, you're 33 and still skinny. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, because my body's still burning off the calories from the club in 2009. Like I was jerking in the club. Wu-Tang with it. All right. Pop, block, and break it. Break my knees. Break them. All right. Like, I have abs because I whined for hours. Whined for hours at the Caribbean Club. For hours. That's why I'm still in shape. Y'all are not going to the club. And when y'all go there, this be y'all. Everybody taking over the 99 and 2000s. Wow. This be y'all at the club. That's why y'all not in shape now. Like, I'm literally in shape. I literally have this shape from, I danced for it. Like, I clubbed for a minute. I want to say I clubbed from 18 about to 26. That's why I'm still skinny to this day. It's from dancing, okay? It's from dancing. My metabolism might catch up when I'm 55, but it's from dancing. Like, I really want y'all to enjoy the club again. Like, this, we used to make fun of wallflowers. Like, I remember I used to go to a Latina club called Blue Martini in Tampa. And I remember from the moment you don't even get time to order a drink. They're grabbing you to the dance floor to go dance. Respectively, they ask you. Okay, permiso. They ask you first. But they were grabbing you to go dance. What happened? This is why y'all not in shape now. Don't come for me. Don't come and yell at me in the comments. Okay, don't come yell at me in the comments. I know, people have health conditions. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like, y'all be at the club like this and be like, oh my God, this is so boring. You're boring. You're the bore. Like, I don't understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that rant. But overall, my I behoove to y'all is to truly just enjoy life. Like, I know live, laugh, love sounds corny, but I truly want y'all to enjoy life. Like, I have it where I will have certain days where I'm just not on the internet. I'm not on social media. I don't post nothing. I don't view nothing. Okay. And I'll just put my phone in another room. I'll read. I know. Or I'll watch a good show. Like, you don't know how many times, like, I watch, like, a Netflix show with people and they're in their phone. I'm just like, what was the, I threw it fire. I was like, what was the point of me watching this with you? The TV watching you. Like, I'd be fully, besides I'm doing reviews, I'd be fully committed to the show I'm watching. I'm invested. I'm fully invested. I can tell you a whole, like, I'm not doing anything else, but I'm locked in, baby. I'm locked into the show. And y'all aren't. Like, even with going out, because I remember, we ain't friends no more, but I mean, I went for drinks with this girl, and the whole time she was on her phone. The whole time she was on her phone. And I just felt so, it's not even disrespected. I just felt sad for her because I'm just like, you're not enjoying life if you're on your phone all the time. Like, what are they texting you or what are they messaging you that was important? Like, and I know people are going to sit there and say, I'm a hater. I was like, I'm not a hater. At the end of the day, I have to be fully present. That's why whenever people have a hard time messaging me, it's because in real life, when I'm with you, if you want 100% of my attention, we have to meet in person because I'm always doing something. Okay. I'm a busybody since birth. Okay. Since 91. But like, if you want my, I get plenty of times where that's why I feel like it's very easy for, certain friends to therapize me. It's not a word. It's very easy for them to therapize me because of the fact that they've never seen anybody give them undivided attention like that who's not on their payroll. Because this is me. The moment you say, Claire, we're hanging out, my phone's like this. Like, I literally will miss a call. Like, somebody, Claire, there's a cat stuck in a tree. Help! I wouldn't even know, baby, because I'm here with you. Okay, literally, the art of, I feel like social media has lowered the art of truly being a good listener. Like, we're becoming extinct. Like, people will sit there and be surprised and be like, oh, remember when I said, oh, I remember what you said, you were wearing a blue shirt that day. I'm very much invested. Very much invested. And then with the depression from comparing milestones, what I've done to help defeat this spirit, especially the social media spirit, the marriage, the kids, I don't care. But what I've done to defeat this spirit is I think of God has such, I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but God has such a delicious meal ready for me to eat. He's taking his time. And it's really hard to say that when you're sitting and you're smelling everybody else's food get cooked, people who sat at the restaurant after you getting their meal already. But you need to be focused on the fact that, number one, you're allowed in the restaurant, right? Basically, you're given life. You're allowed in the restaurant. And then as well as number two, you need to be focused on the fact that at least you get to sit there and say that your meal is on the way. A lot of people's meal is not on the way. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that, okay, God's not going to bless God only blesses certain people. What I mean by that is like, they haven't thought to sit there and ask for it. They haven't thought to sit there and truly trust that it's going to happen. So they've already left the restaurant. Does that make any sense? Okay. I'll let you guys think about what I mean by that. So I don't know. I just truly think, I just keep thinking about my delicious meal I'm going to eat one day, and, just enjoy the fact that the appetizers are not too bad, not too shabby as well. But if you guys disagree with me, definitely for sure take a walk and find someone who cares. Just playing. I'm not. Because I know I'm right. All right. I really feel like y'all need to understand, like, I truly feel like that's why there's so much animosity between people, because they're learning how to socialize through a phone compared to socializing in real life. Like, I remember there was a video of like, there was a video with a British girl, and she made like some British humor is very sarcastic. Okay. Very sarcastic. And people in the comments were like, she's so rude. I was like, you don't have basic comprehension because you haven't been around enough people. You've only been around through people through the phone. Okay, like you've only been around people through the phone, you've only been around people through social media, you haven't really interacted with a real human before. So I truly feel like that's also eroding our ability to truly connect with each other. So don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.